Well, what's the time? 2 a.m. A lovely time of the day, don't you think? Just woke Karen up by starting the motors, but the anchorage in Thomas Island just got very rolly, and I just decided to get up and head towards Dent Passage now. We'll get the tide by now. It's high tide now, so the tide's starting to ebb, and the ebb tide runs to the north here, so we should pick up a bit of speed off the tide ebbing, and otherwise we'd have to wait until after lunch before we head anywhere. Well, if we want to use the tide. So anyway, an early start up to Whitsundays.
Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat, and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't.
Well, we've popped out a bit of sail. There's not much wind, but it is filling the sail, so that's good. We're heading towards Dent Passage. I don't know, we were doing 6 knots a minute ago, now we're doing 4.6, so a bit of tidal effect here for sure. But yeah, it's saying we've only got about an hour and a half to run, and we'll get to Dent just before sunrise. A very pleasant night out on the water. Well, we got to Dent Island a little bit early, still dark, but we're just carefully navigating up through Dent Passage, coming up towards the resort at Hamo now, and yeah, it's doable in the dark, just got to keep a bit of a lookout. I've got the radar going, and it's showing me nearly everything, so it's working pretty well. And we sort of think what we might do is just head through Dent Passage out to Henning Island, and I'll see if there's a mooring available there. We might pick up one of those moorings and just dwell there for the morning until the tide turns and takes us out towards Solway Passage. But anyway, keep on my toes here, just getting through Dent Passage. 5 metres of water with about 30 metres of chain out, so we should be alright, but we're just going to go back to bed and have a little sleep here for a while. A lot more pleasant than our last anchorage, that's for sure. Nice and calm here. So we'll just dwell here for a little bit while the tide turns, and we'll head up to Turtle Bay or Chance Bay. Beautiful little bays just up towards Solway Passage, so I'll have a look at them in the morning. Good night all.
Should I have not turned that VHF off an hour ago?
Well, it's good to wake up right in the middle of the Whitsundays. We anchored here last night. It's they call this anchorage Beach 28, I think it is. And it's right in between Whitsunday Island and Hamilton and Dent. And it's a beautiful morning. So a few boats on the move. It's a lot busier around here than where we were down at Thomas. The charter boats can't get down there. They're not allowed to go down that far, I don't think. So not as many charter boats around. So there'll be a few charter boats around to watch, and a bit more action on the radio. But yeah, a postcard perfect day for our first one in the Whitsundays. I don't think we'll last too long. There's not much of a beach, even though they call this Beach 21, or I'm not sure. It's Beach 20 something anyway. There's not much of a beach here. It's not a bad little anchorage in a northerly near Gullnare Inlet, but we're going to head down towards Turtle Bay and Chance Bay. They're beautiful little bays, and I think this weather's going to let us be in there, so we'll get down there probably in amongst the maddening crowd. But yeah, fantastic to be here in the Whits. It was good to do that move last night because I slept for about 4 hours quite soundly. There's not a ripple in here when we got here last night, so it's a lot better asleep. And I guess the good thing about the Whitsundays is you've got lots of really good anchorages, all really close to each other. So, you know, within about an hour or two of each anchorage, there's another one where you can either get out of the wind or explore another destination. Fantastic. Great part of the coast for sure. Well, it was good here to get a bit of sleep, but there's a couple of very nice bays just up on the south side of Whitsunday Island, and we're going to go and explore them while the weather's like it is. Just had the strongest cup of coffee I've ever had in my life. Don't think I'll need another cup for about 3 days.
Nothing on the screen, just a flashing red light in the beam.
Well, this is Turtle Bay we're just sneaking into at the moment. Beautiful little spot, not a boat in here, so there's no moorings in Turtle Bay. You have to anchor. You've got to be careful of all around the Whitsundays. You've got to be really careful of the fringing reef around the islands. So follow your chart plotter, it shows you where they are. And we're going to go here and anchor. This bay is only usually any good in northerly weather, so it's more of a dry season or summertime anchorage, but we've got really good conditions. The wind's very light, so we'll be able to hang out here for a night, I reckon, and then work out where we're going to go tomorrow. But they're very pleasant in here. It's a lovely little bay, and as I said, usually only good in northerly weather, but when it's light like this, we should be okay in here as well. Okay, so we're in 4.3 metres here. It's low tide, so we'll have plenty of water under us for the rest of the day, and I'm just going to back up a little bit and drop the pick. Always a good idea to be going astern when you drop the anchor because it lays it out on the bottom really nicely. Okay, there's about 25 metres out in 4 metres of water, should be plenty. As long as the wind doesn't get up from the east-southeast here, we'll be fine. If it does get up, we'll be moving. But the forecast is for it to drop off a bit more than what it even is now, so that should be excellent. So it's a little bit overcast this morning, and my chance to do a bit of editing. We'll wait for the sun to come out this afternoon, hopefully.
I am taking the dinghy out, and I'm going to go row for a while for some exercise and get out in this lovely water.
Never to be seen again.
Adios! Bye,
Bloody tire.
What's that?
Tire.
A tire? What the hell?
So this is beach number 2. We're getting attacked by midgies a little bit, very still. And it's quite a shelving beach, this one, so we won't be here for too long, I don't think. Unfortunately, where you get people, you get rubbish. Lots of plastic. This is the most plastic we've seen the whole trip from GKO, I reckon, don't you? Yep, absolutely. So we'll try and do our little bit to clean up. Like little bits of rope and all microplastic, things like that. Just crazy.
Why? Just why? Look at all the trash. Why?
I'll tell you why. We've been on some magnificent beaches on our trip to here. We've been at South Percy, Middle Percy, we've been to Thomas, we've been to Goldsmith. The beaches were clean, there was no rubbish on them whatsoever. Come here to the Whitsundays, and why is there all this rubbish on the beach? Because there's lots of people around. And it's the people that have got to start looking after their rubbish, and really in areas like this make sure you don't put any plastic in the environment whatsoever, because I'd rather be walking on a sandy beach than a plastic carpet, and that's what will happen if all this microplastic gets into the environment. The water temperature here is 24.5 degrees, so it's getting warmer as we head further north. You can see why the whales come up here to have their babies. Definitely be warmer than down the Antarctic, where it's probably about 8 degrees by now, I'd reckon. Am I going to be able to do a winter down south? That is the big question. At least we've left that beach a little bit cleaner. We'll sleep well tonight.